What's that?
15 and 5.
Nice.
What's what?
We are 9 and 4 right now. We're less than 20.
Hell yeah, we cranking it.
13, I guess.
We can keep it going.
Keep it real.
I mean, I've been pulling you into plat games anyways. It's just like you cross that barrier again, but it's the same people. I think the last little while, you know, it's been like plat 3 or plat 2 on average. Now we're actually playing like Emerald people smurfing and golden plat,
yeah,
so
dude.
so we gotta keep going. I guess I was banned Smolder again. I actually looked it up, and my win rate against Blitz is really high. So, like, he feels very impactful when he has a good game, when he's, you know, running around, landing every hook. But it's like most of the time, he's not the problem. My biggest thing I've lost to this season is Lux, but she's kind of off meta right now. They nerfed a bunch of her items.
Hey, speaking of the
Almost done with the game.
Oh my god. Well, I still think I can beat her.
I
She
have full faith.
She has been nerfed a lot.
Almost done.
I mean, it's a pretty sample size with low sample size with all of them, but she's the thing I played against the most. 10 games, 30%.
And that should be good. Wait, one more layer.
Yeah, most other stuff I'm pretty good against. For some reason, Karma and Morg are kind of low. Janna is high. I actually went against Janna a lot, and I feel like she's a tough matchup too. So yeah, it's just some weird stuff that feels like it's tough, but I do well against it. Or that feels like I should beat it most of the time, but I actually lose to it. So it's good to look at those numbers sometimes just to see what the actual win rates are. Because our perceptions can be a little warped. Lux Ash, that is annoying. So I'll try a Sweetheart Rakan. I'm a little reluctant to switch it up. Superstitiously. We've been winning. But switch it up here. I need to see if I have some more like ward skins. I don't even like open most of these little boxes and things. I've probably got 50,000 blue essence and stuff. I just haven't like disenchanted. So I just never care. I just log in and play. But
Okay, now I'm finally done with the base around the house.
good job.
Kill the spider real quick.
Okay. Olaf jungle? I guess he did just get buffed in the jungle.
I really don't like it.
Let's go find out. I think
don't
Zach's
like
pretty good.
Spiders in Koala World, cause once you put your sword, once you poke your sword at them once, then they follow you wherever you go.
Oh, okay. What happens if you don't poke them?
Then they do nothing.
Swifties game? Hey, what's up, Butter?
But if you
I
do
don't know. I
poke
don't think
them, then
anybody
they
goes
follow you
Swifties
and
under any situation on
never
Rakan.
go away.
I don't know. What's up with that tall dude and the Boilermakers, man? It starts at 6:09. I don't even remember
That
which team that
spider
is,
just
but they
died
beat
for
UT last
nothing.
weekend. I was...
That spider stepped in the water and then he
sad.
died.
I don't know.
That spider had free.
I mean, I don't care that much, but it is cool that UT's been a little bit more relevant in terms of basketball and football.
Or 3 lives left, but then it stepped in the water and it died for nothing.
Oh my gosh. That's silly.
Uh-oh.
Is death silly, Rory?
No. That's just
You're serious? It's like trying to get a drink of my tea.
I
Okay.
know, right? Why they like that?
I'll try and get a drink of my nice tea, but then it seems that
We're sounding super southern.
It's snowing. It's snowing.
Okay, so definitely Mercs
outside.
against this lane, and then...
It's snowing.
Yeah, probably
It's
just lock it.
snowing. That it's snowing. That's snowing in
Wow.
the world.
What you think, right?
Do what? I mean, I didn't see them leave. Zach's kind of walking over there.
Dad, look, it's
Are they still in
snowing.
there?
They're in there, yeah.
2 of them.
It's
All of
snowing
them are
in
not going to be in
Koala
there,
World.
but
Dad, it's snowing in Koala World.
Oh my god, they still are. Wow.
Snowing
You got
in
flash.
Koala
Rory,
World.
hold on, honey. You're gonna have
Look.
to.
Just look
Oh
quick.
no, I'm dead.
Oh, did that though just get bigger?
No way.
Why does one of the wolves have two heads? Dad, look at
Rory,
Noah.
honey, please. Okay, thank you. That looks cool.
Alright, I'm trying to.
And Daddy's focused and talking on here and looks a little stressed. Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
But that did look very cool. I cannot believe, dudes. I mean, I guess he's the jungler. That's still gonna be there to invade. Thought he was like the top laner for a second. I was like, why is the top laner still here? So sorry if I seem stressed out, Rory, but if I seem stressed, I'm not responding immediately. Just give me a second. And then you can... Then I'll look at it in a minute and tell you. What's up, Faded? Damn it, it made me auto. Because I was binded by the Lux thing. I was trying to press. I'm pretty sure, I guess, can I press stop and it will stop autoing? Because if I press away, like if I just move click away, it forces you to auto if you're binded. But I don't know if I just literally press S to stop. I think it still makes you auto if you're binded. Okay, S will stop it. Okay. It could have been an ignite tick that did it, but I know it does make me auto too. Yeah, Sunken Temple's the new, right, yeah, I saw some stuff. I haven't actually seen it yet, but I saw that's what they were going to do. I think that's pretty cool. Oh my god. She didn't even ghost, she's just fucking running. That's crazy. I mean, she's got her slow, but... Well, I guess I gotta try to catch this. Somebody gets the XP.
It's a diamond thing, Dad.
No fucking way! Oh my god. Why is he there? There's not even any camps. I guess he saw I was low and just assumed I was gonna stay. It feels bad. Is he at least behind in farm? Not really. And he stayed again? One more? He's still gonna get away. Jesus Christ, they better get a kill up there. Okay. Better at least get grabs.
What an unfortunate game.
Yeah. Went weak side real hard. I guess Zach did come down and get a gank.
It'd be useless probably for like another 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I swear to God, they better get... I mean, I guess they lost Prio on mid. Yeah, they should have gotten the grubs, man. Well, I don't know. Now fucking Kale's gonna get stopped. Zach's... I cannot believe Zach went to go get fucking golems, like, instead of Rift, or instead of those things. I feel like it's either back, because there's no other camps up there, either. It's like you either back or you get grubs. Yeah, now they get grubs too. That's... Woo! That's so bad. They get dragon, and they literally just walk up and get grubs right after it. He not have his other punch? Guess she ghosted. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow.
That just happened.
Yeah, that was real bad. That was rough. I mean, I could have flashed after Lux and killed her before, but I was gonna die to Ashe if I did that.
Yep, this Ashe is smurfing.
She's definitely having a really good game.
Why is it taking so long to get back to the action?
Kind of every lane's getting worked. I guess top's doing okay. Looks like Olaf effectively ganked down here 4 times, and he's still like double Zach CS. I mean, that last one wasn't all Zach's fault. Like,
Can't fight them because she's 6. She's gonna ult.
No.
us, we're dead.
yeah, and she's way ahead on items. Oh my god. Really? I can't kill him.
So I can burn it again.
I was hoping he'd stay and I could ult him. Make him take like 2 tower shots, but it's not gonna work. Maybe I can go top.
I don't do safe.
Jesus H. Oh my god. Who the f... It's just Renekton? Probably gonna kill her now too. Yeah, this definitely has to go next. Here in a minute. Holy cow.
Like against diamond people?
I don't know, man. These guys are...
You can't even lane.
Yeah. Well, we're not on our team. I mean, yeah, it's like their team is good, but it's like our team is not playing like diamonds. It's not like we didn't have a great start, but it's not like everyone else is like doing a ton better than we are. I could just get ulted here. Okay, nice. Well, that was good. I mean, maybe. We do have a Kale. Kale scales. Ashe, at least, is not the most brutal ADC. I can still engage and stuff like that at a certain point. Zach scales pretty well.
Why? What? What are you laughing at?
Olaf kind of falls off at a certain point.
I thought you were laughing at me something.
I am. Okay, they're gonna be on drag. I mean, just be careful. They're gonna. I've got it warded, but they're probably gonna try to come up after they get dragon. My God, send 3 top. Don't even get a kill. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess we can't really fight them 5-on-5 for dragon anyways, so maybe there's no point in trying to go down there. I mean, I guess that's a reasonable take.
Only time to really fight for Elder if we make it that far, which...
Well, yeah, if we get several shutdowns, maybe we can do something else, but... And they are kind of squishy. Oh my God. I was gonna come help you, but then...
There's 4 of them literally on me.
Yeah.
And everyone else is in like the opposite corners of universes.
Yeah, I was gonna flank them, but then I ran when I saw 4 on you. Zach, we gonna go? Kale's cut off. Zach missed his shit. Okay, Silas is kind of getting some kills though. I don't know if we want that guy. Olaf is big problem. It's always 50-50 for games. It is if you're at your appropriate elo over time, right? But if you're consistently playing better than other people are, you'll win. You'll win at least 55% of the time. Because yeah, I mean sometimes it's your team, but you know the really best players know how to take advantages from their lanes and win the other lanes. So, like, yeah, Silas was a little behind middle, but if we didn't, like, chain feed bottom, we could have stayed even and, like, maybe rotated and helped him or helped top or slowed down their dragon taking or, you know, something. So there's a lot more that's within people's control than usually they want to admit. So it's like, yeah, you can't control other people's keyboards. Like, sometimes they just go 0-10 in lane. But, you know, if you get ahead, you can, like, rotate to other lanes. Loser's queue. But there is no loser's queue. It's just a 4-digit number. that it tries to put with other 4-digit numbers, right? Your MMR rating. It doesn't really look into how many games you've lost or not. I mean, we've looked at this theory a lot, right? Where we look at, like we could look after this game. I'll guarantee you. I mean, we're not on a loss streak, right? Like Jason said before this, we had won, I don't know, like 70, 60, 70% of our games, but...
Like 13 or like 9 and 4.
Yeah, so we've definitely been winning. And I'll guarantee if we look at all these other people, like, they're not going to be on huge loss streaks. There might be someone on the enemy team that's on a loss streak. I mean, what Loser's Queue really is sort of a mental place, right? Where you just get kind of tilted and you think everybody's bad and you just keep seeing all these mistakes, but... Okay, well, she's dead, though. Yeah, there's just no such thing as Loser's Queue. It doesn't try to balance, like... Okay, even take the theory, right? Let's just say that it tries to make a Loser's Queue, right? Everyone in the game would be on a loss streak then. And so you should be able to beat other people on the loss streak. Like, why would it only put one team with other people that are losing? Because there's a lot of people that are on loss streaks, potentially. If you think of that as like 3 or more games. Like, what advantage is there in the system to pairing those people up together? I guess somebody could say, well, they're elo inflated, so the system knows that and tries to like put them together or something. But it's like, they don't do that. There is something akin to a winner's queue. Not by the sense they put all winners together, but if you go on a hot streak in a very early account, then it will put you in what it calls Smurf queue, where it tries to detect that you're a Smurf or not. So there is the opposite of that for really early on, like first 50 games in an account. If you win like 90%, it will accelerate your MMR.
We got still alive somehow.
Yeah, I shielded you and you got Slay, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
It really doesn't take that into account. It's just a 4-digit number. And the thing is, people are very inconsistent at most elo brackets, but the lower you go, the more inconsistent they're going to be. So you could have someone that looks like a god, that, like if we look at this Ashe right here, this Ashe is pretty good, but I'll be willing to bet that person's not like 80% win rate on their account over 100 games or something. Like, maybe. But a lot of people are just having a good game, right? Or like sometimes people just have a bad game. I mean, yeah, Jason and I had, what? Jason and I, we were on a high win rate, and we certainly did not play like we were 65% that game, you know what I mean? We just had a bad game. I mean, it just happens. But so I know that's like enticing, and I know that there's just a lot of that in our society today in general. Everybody's always looking for these like alternative, esoteric, explanations for things. Not saying that you do that all the time, but that's just like something cool that people like, right? It's like whatever the simple answer is, It's like you gotta dig a bit deeper. And sometimes that does reveal really cool stuff. But sometimes, you know, it can be easy to get lost in the sauce when usually it's just the easiest answer is, you know, often the most correct. Although not always. So, yeah, I mean, the Ashe is pretty good. It is a Platinum 1 player. Okay, that's Flex. That's Emerald. But he's 47%, right? So he's played almost, whatever that number is, like almost 180 games, something like that. 185 games. And he's 47% win rate. He's 33% win rate overall on Ashe. So, you know, this is not like a challenger or something. This is not like a turbo winner's queue, loser's queue thing. He just had a good game. And we had a bad game. And that's just it. But yeah, it happens. I mean, I should not have... We should have played around that Olaf potentially being there, level 1. I should have definitely expected them to dive me if I stayed at low health. I thought I could survive the Ashe and Lux, but I didn't have Tribush warded, so I wasn't, you know, able to deal with the Olaf flank. Our jungler was not down there to protect me on that side of the map. I just didn't think they'd do it at this elo. That they would get over there and dive me, because there weren't any camps bottom, so I was like, he'd literally just be walking across the whole map just to try to dive me. But he did. So. Yeah, it was just a bad game. It's fine. It happens. Let's move on. Next game.
What did I do?
I mean, even really good players in anything that you do, like Tom Brady's gonna have bad games, Michael Jordan's gonna have bad games, like, and we're not even close to that level of excellence. So it is gonna happen. You just try to figure out, you know, what can you learn, what can you do. I mean, I think that's the most dangerous thing about believing in something like Loser's Queue is it shifts the blame. And again, I'm not saying this is you, but there's a lot of people that talk about Loser's Queue. I mean, even like good player, Tyler One and stuff like that. Now, I don't know how serious he is. It's hard to tell because he's a performer. You know, he just says a lot of outlandish stuff sometimes, just for views. But, you know, I think anything really in life that's trying to get you to move away from taking accountability and sort of reflecting on yourself and your actions and your thoughts, and is trying to shift the blame towards something else, is a problematic way of thinking, because then it's gonna like potentially stop you from seeing opportunities where you could personally grow. So yes, there is a context out there. We all live in a context, right? In League of Legends, you have teammates. In life, you're born into a specific family. You live in a physical body that doesn't always behave the way you want it to. You know, stuff genuinely happens that can be relatively outside of your control. But you can still control how you think about that, how you interpret that, and ultimately what you want to do about that, to some extent. Right? So it's like you're dealt your hand, just like poker or whatever. You're dealt certain cards, but you can still, to some extent, choose how you want to play those cards. So anything that's trying to say that you can't could be partially true, right? Again, there is a context that's going to limit your choices, but if you just think that you don't have any control, then you're going to be missing opportunities, you know, to grow and learn and improve your situation. And I think it's the same thing in League. It's like, yeah, you had a shitty teammate, you're 0-10, or like, yeah, you know, we got dove several times, and all, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it's like, at the end of the day, you know, there's mistakes I made. I could look at. I should not have stayed at that tower. I should not have face checked the Olaf potential level 1. I should have respected he could have been there. You know, there's a lot of stuff I could have done better. Exactly. Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. I totally agree with that. Is that you are going to have people who have bad games, but the enemy will too, over time. Now, not every game is going to be fair in the sense that, you know, it's going to be a good back and forth game on both sides. But over the course of hundreds of games, you know, the enemy's going to have the feeders too. You're going to have the good teammates, all that. We just forget that most of the time, and we just remember the feeders on our team. But, you know, even if you aren't a challenger, you can still, you're not going to be able to win, you know, 100% of your games. But you can still win 55 if you're playing well, which means you're still losing 45% of the time. But yes, the best of the best players are going to find advantages in their lane, and then they're going to be able to take those advantages and win other lanes. So they're going to roam, or maybe they're going to help shot call to get different objectives, apply split push pressure. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can win in League of Legends and influence the map. Kind of depends on your role, your champions, what they're good at, what your team's good at, all that stuff. But yeah, as I always say, for people who ever think that League is luck, it's like, okay, then show me the challenger player who's been stuck in iron. You know, like, or the pro player who gets stuck in iron, right? Like, it's not going to happen. If it was luck, you would see it more evenly distributed, right? You'd see some challenger players end up in silver or gold. Or you'd see some, on the flip side of that, when's the last time you saw your bronze friend in challenger, right? If he didn't buy an account or something, of course. It's like, it's not going to happen. Most people stay pretty close to where they are because it's skill-based. A lot of people who plateau in gold, or myself plateauing, you know, in platinum to occasionally low diamond, I've got a zone, right? Like, maybe I can break out of it eventually, but it's been the same thing, you know, for 11 years, and it'll probably be the same thing for the foreseeable future. Because it's skill-based, and people that are higher than that are just better than me at the game. You know, I was never randomly placed in a challenger. I've never been randomly stuck in iron. Maybe the first season when I was, like, bad, right? But, yeah, there's not a really good explanation for how it's so predictable where certain people are going to end up every season if there's not some kind of consistent, you know, stuff going on. If there's not skill being expressed. It is kind of a turn-based game. I didn't think about that before, but I've heard pro players describe it, not necessarily as a turn-based game, but like you're taking your turn in lane as the waves push and de-push. Yeah, we need to stand up. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's tough when Karma's pressuring too, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to entertain myself. But you too!
It is lightly pushing towards them, which kind of sucks. I don't know if we're going to be able to get her.
They want us in cages. We refuse.
She's got a dirk. Be careful with that. Yeah, it does. You really gotta respect a lot of the lane positions and stuff a bit more. We don't know where their jungler is. It's Warwick. I'm just gonna hit it that way. I don't have time to get all the way around behind it. Just deny them the stuff. It does show us if he's in a certain area or not, but Yeah. Oh. There you go. Yeah, it's because we died while it was pushing out. Sucks. Now it's pushing in. If you catch this whole wave, though, you'll probably be within 15 or something of them. Just like that's the... When they have the pushing wave, if they do that trade, you know, we're effectively going to be losing stuff to towers. Alright, we can push this in. They're going to gank middle. They might be on drag. Oops. Okay, let's just back. We can't. Yeah. He's gonna get the other thing. How do I get... Okay, there we go. Okay, Vagar's automatic mercs. They gonna... Hopefully they get them all. I think they do. Okay, Warwick flashed.
Shit, she's level 6.
Yeah, she got a little bit off dragon. She got some off of kills. That's crazy though. She's 2 levels up on you, but it's because of that wave. We died and it's pushing out. I mean, I did last hit some, so I probably mildly additionally pushed it, but not that much. And you know, for the little bit that I did, I think it's probably better to do that than to lose. You know, 150 gold. Everywhere else is doing fine though. We just gotta just not die anymore and it'll be fine. I'm gonna outscale Karma to some extent. I can at least, I don't know. Rakan scaling is a little weird. Most engaged champs are because your value is hard to put numbers on. You just win the game off of an engage sometimes. Karma does with the shield changes. I think she is a little bit better with teamfight scaling, I think. Especially if she goes like Q first, like Q max first, which is pretty common. Obviously, if you're going for the malignants, which most people do with her. Well, I'm gonna donate this up here. Oh, yeah, he might come over here. No, he's going bottom. Okay. Let's donate that over to Lux. Wow, really? Give me jump, give me jump. Alright. Man, that person's got almost 100 CS, so like, we definitely are running into some ADCs having the game of their lives here. Both of these games. I guess I'll say I gotta. Okay, well they're respecting me for some reason. I guess they think maybe you're here. Because the Q does damage, yes, but before you had to make a choice, right? Did you go Q for leveling, or did you go E for stronger individual shields and stronger mantra shields? Because your mantra shield scaled based on your basic shield. Like, you got a bonus on top of your basic shield for the mantra one. But your baseline shield also affected your mantra shield. They changed that, so now it doesn't. So now your mantra shield is going to be the same. the bonus that gets spread to other people is going to be the same regardless of whether you have 1 point in E or, you know, 5 points in E. Because before, I think like the most efficient Karma build for a long time there was 3 points in Q in lane for harass, and you switched over to maxing E, so you're stronger in team fights with your mantra, in particular. But now they're making it better if you want to max Q. So they're trying to like basically turn her, like nudge her a little bit more towards harassment, like double down on her harassment potential. Turning her more into like a DPS kind of support than like a Janna type of support. So they're moving her closer to something like Lux than something like Janna, where she's always been kind of in between. Okay. How's Vhagar? Okay, Vagar's pretty behind. I think if they come up, we can fight him. Shyvana's pretty ahead. Okay, damn, shows that really fast. It's like W maxing Rakan, but I guess it's because of the lower cooldown. It is, yeah. So it's an interesting strategic choice. Yeah, Rakan has those choices too. But it's like, you know, if they all of a sudden gave Rakan's shield an extra 50 shield or something, you'd probably be maxing shield Rakan. Or it'd certainly be like a better conversation. Hey, give me a jump. There we go. Get away from her. Because, yeah, Rakan's kind of a dual-purpose champ, too. Or not even dual. He's got so many different options. Where it's like he's Engage, he's Enchanter, he's Peeler. Yeah. But that's an interesting direction. They've just always had a hard time balancing Karma. And also, she gets poached into other lanes. So that makes it really hard to keep her to where she's like a viable, decent support, but not like overwhelming in mid and top. People max Q on Karma? I think people are maxing Q now. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's what I read with those changes. I mean, obviously the solo lanes are. But that's what I read, is they were changing it. God, she got binded by the Karma, that's unfortunate. Oh, I don't know why I flashed. I thought Warwick was going to go for me. God, I ended up getting blown up anyways. Damn. Oh, Rakan max Q. Yeah. Well, there have been moments in Rakan's history. I've never been a fan of full max Q, even when that was like kind of the meta. But I think 3 points in max Q is okay. It was just a lot better for a lot of different reasons. I don't remember exactly why. I think it did more damage, or like I think it had a much lower cooldown. Didn't it get down to like 5 seconds or something? To get an assist on that. Okay, you probably should go bottom, I think, for now, and I'll come back down there. I just came up for Rift. Sorry, I should have communicated that to you earlier.
Very good.
Okay, Warwick's giving this. need to ult for this. Shit, I missed. Damn. Damn, I'm trying to give him this. Okay, he got that one. She threw a Q at me. I guess she just saw something moving on her minimap. Didn't think it was going to be me, but she threw her skill shot and hit me with it. The Lux. Which is funny. I'll just let her get the full XP for that. They buffed Shyvana fairly recently, didn't they? I didn't think it was really that consequential, but this Shyvana is looking strong. She's so freaking fast. He can just ult me and I die. I mean, I guess I don't even have any mana. I just got it back. Yeah, I'm having a better game this game. And that Darius is just having a real bad game this time, too. Oh my god. Trying to almost did it. Do what?
I felt like the Darius last game.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's Darius every now and then. I mean, kind of everyone on their team's getting smoked except for Neela. Darius is gonna get top for free.
The whole team's here.
Yeah, except for Darius. There's a plant right there. Okay. Oh, oops. Oh, we already got the tier 2, okay. I guess I could have pressed up, maybe put some worms on the tier 3, but I don't think it would have done that much. Yeah, I need to pressure this. How? Okay, still 50 seconds on that. It's fine. So looking at some of the Total War stuff, the new DLC, I don't know when it's going to come out. It was supposed to come out in April, but they're like going to preview it starting next week. So that means it's probably going to be May at the earliest. But I see people just complaining always in the comments, like, you know, they were saying, all right, we're going to make this DLC effectively like $25, but, and people complained last time about a DLC being $25, which depends. I mean, really, if you play through all of the campaigns of all the, and you do all of the DLC stuff, I mean, that's probably at least 30 hours of content, 30, 40 hours of content. I mean, there's AAA title games that you beat in like 20 hours, right? That are like $60. They are entirely new games. That's like different, but I don't know. Anyways, people didn't like it. They were charging that much before. Because they're pretty big. It's like basically 3 DLCs bundled into one. So they decided to split it up where now you can buy each little individual one, which is probably, you know, at least 15 hours of play for like $9 or $10. And people are still complaining. They're like, oh, that's the same price. They're just splitting it up. It's like, well, now if that's too much money for you, if 2 hours of minimum wage, if you can't swing that for, you know, 30 hours of entertainment, then now you can make it cheaper. So it's like, I don't know what they want them to do. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice. It's like, oh, we'll give you 100 hours of content that took us, you know, 5 different people to develop for a year and, you know, 10,000 hours or something. Nice. But then, you know, there's other people in the comments that are like, oh, well, I just want them to, like, I just want them to fix the AI. I just want, you know, especially on Legendary, you know, like, I want the AI to be able to, and they're basically effectively saying, I want the AI to be able to realistically beat the top 1% of players or something, or 5% of players that play on that. And it's like, the fuck do you think this is? Like, I don't know. It's like, do you know how difficult, like, it would be to create an AI? I mean, you're talking, like, world-class, like, Deep Blue or some of these other, like, multi-billion-dollar AI systems that can beat people, beat good players in, like, Dota 2 and chess and stuff like that. But there's so many variables in Total War. You know, especially in a real-time strategy like that, that it's just like, and they're just like, and I want it to be a $10 DLC. I want the legendary players to be able to beat, you know, Legend of Total War or the Strategy Professor or, you know, these other people that play on Legendary like it's just gonna magically appear that you can just design an AI like that, you know, on a however much $5 million budget they have to make the DLC. So anyway, I think people are just very unreasonable about a lot of things this day and age, but with games, you know, they just want them to be perfect. And to be fair, I mean, there are a lot of shitty games that come out and have hustled people. There are good ones though too. People focus on the negative stuff. They focus on like that Fallout game, which I guess is pretty bad. That was a while ago. I don't keep up with a lot of AAA titles, but I know there's a lot of negative press. But I also know that like Baldur's Gate was a really good game at a reasonable price. You know, without all the microtransactions.
Fallout 76.
Yeah, Fallout 76. I think people didn't like that one. Obviously, like the Warhammer 3 or the Warcraft 3 remake, Diablo. People have been complaining about that. People just complain about everything, but it's like Baldur's Gate was good.
Warcraft 3 remake was actually terrible. It was unplayable.
It was really bad. I mean, there are really bad ones. Like, I'm not trying to excuse the really bad ones, but I'm just saying that, you know, there is some good stuff out there too. Baldur's Gate, and then the Elden Ring a year or two ago. I think that the newest, you know, Warcraft, retail Warcraft is actually okay. I only played it in the first phase, but it seemed like pretty good to me. I didn't stop because it wasn't good. I just didn't have the time. Like, the Season of Discovery in Warcraft, I think, is pretty good. It's a smolder again.
What did I do?
Yeah, I agree. No, I don't think they should do a I think a subscription-based model is just really bad in general in the market these days. Really, the only games you can kind of get away with that for, in my opinion, are MMOs. And I think you can only get away with that because they already have a massive player base, and that was just an established thing. Ways that you could fund games back in the day. And that was really before there were a lot of like microtransactions. And servers were very expensive to maintain. They still might be. I don't know, obviously. I'm not an expert in that industry. But you know, there's so many like free-to-play titles, right? Freemium. That it's just really hard to make anything subscription-based. I think the best model, I mean, League's got one of the best ones, and a lot of other popular freemium games do, too, where it's like, you have different, like, cosmetics, and you make stuff, like, you theme it around, like, seasonal events and things like that. So if there's something fresh that comes out 4 times a year, at least, and you're like, oh, we've got these cosmetics here, or, you know, this and this other thing, these, like season passes, or whatever they call it, stuff like that. A cosmetic seems to be the most realistic way where you can still make a lot of money without making it feel like it's pay to play. But of course now, like Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV, these other subscriptions games, they've got cosmetics, microtransactions, they've got DLCs, and they've got subscriptions. So they're on it. But it's really hard to make money on MMOs, I think. That's why you just don't see that many successful ones, because they're very expensive to develop and maintain. Warhammer, so many DLCs. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't know about a subscription, but I do think there should be more, like, bundles. You know, maybe they could just offer a subscription. Maybe it's not bad if it's optional. To say, hey, you could buy all of the DLCs individually, one-on-one, or you can pay a subscription and get a limited time access to those DLCs. That might actually be reasonable. So I kind of see what you're saying there now. Where it's like, hey, there's, you know, however many different Legendary Lords and DLCs. There's probably like 50 or something at this point. Maybe not that much, but there's a lot. So just say, hey, $10 a month subscription will unlock, you know, all of them for you. Okay, nice. I wonder if it's the same Lux too. I don't know. But yeah, they did pretty well last game. Those are both kind of, I mean, they're not like super unusual, but
It is.
yeah. Have the same ones again is a thing. But no, I think that's okay. I'd have to run the numbers and see, but yeah, I think there should be more bundles. Or like if you buy more DLC, you get discounts. Because yeah, if you actually want to play everything in the game right now, it's a lot. You have to go back and buy all that. Versus with like Final Fantasy 14 and Warcraft or Warcraft, you don't have to go back and buy all of the old DLCs, right? All you have to buy is the base game and whatever the newest one is, and then you get all the old ones. So you still have to buy future ones, but they at least give you all the old ones. So I feel like honestly they should do something like if you buy Warhammer 3, they just give you Warhammer 1 or something like that. Or they give you some kind of like credit where you can pick out a few extra old DLCs that you want for free, like pick 3 or something like that. Or just run more specials where it's 50% off. They do that sometimes, but it is really hard getting into stuff like that. I remember Stellaris. I tried to play that. I never created it on the channel, and it was pretty fun. Created a campaign of it. But I played it for a while, but it was like, it was like $100 to get it, plus, you know, all of the DLCs. And I don't even know what Warhammer would be if you just start now and wanted to buy everything plus the DLCs. I mean, it's probably like $400 or something. So yeah, if they just let you rent them, that would be interesting. It's like, obviously, if people at a certain point, if someone was going to literally buy everything and they just rent it from you instead, then you're losing money. But I bet there's a lot of people out there like you where it's like, you know, you might want to buy some stuff, but you might just want to, you know, rent some stuff out and try it out too. And just see what you like. I mean, if they were worried that people might do it permanently, like $10. I mean, if they do $10 a month for a year, that's $120. I mean, that's like 5 or 6 DLCs right there. Surely that's more than the average person spends. Yeah, I agree. Like, Stellaris was a little bit different because you had to have it to get actual mechanics that applied to everything in the game. I think that is one thing that Warhammer does really well, is they give you, like, a lot of the free updates, like the balancing, and you get to play against the mechanics, and if they do, like, soft reworks to different, like, factions out there, you know, you get access to that. And you can still play against those factions and stuff, too. So even if you don't buy the Beastmen, you get to play against them. So you still get the full, you know, playing against stuff experience. But so it still feels like a full game, even if you don't have all the DLC. That's what I'm trying to say. As long as you don't try to play those factions. The rest of it feels like the same game everybody else is playing. It's not like, oh, if you want to use the Regiment of Renown system, you have to buy Warhammer 2, right? Yeah, Stellaris was kind of bad like that, but it was cool. I think I played it for maybe 100 hours or something. It just sounds crazy I can put those kind of hours, because it's just like, it'd be so hard for me to do something like that today, but... Yeah, I can't ever W Pike unless he uses his dash. Lana might come down here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a potion just in case. I really want to play Final Fantasy 14 again. I don't know if I will. One thing I've been thinking is it's like, could I let Rory play with me? I know she'd love to play a game with me, and she loves these like house kind of games. You got W anytime or?
3 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. He's slick, yeah, he's hard to get away from. But I was like, if I get Rory like a PS5 for her birthday in May, Rory a PS5, it's also obviously be me enjoying that. Because I do want to play the new Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. But if I got her that, and then she could play Final Fantasy 14 on the PlayStation, and then I could also play it on the computer. Now, I would have to be paying $15 a month for her. It is a little complicated, but even just like, if she just goes around and just collects stuff, like she would just like that, like just going around and collecting, you know, materials and trying to sell them, or going and just killing little simple mobs and things. Even just walking around in the towns and stuff. Like, she thinks it's cool. Now, they do have a housing system in that game, which she would really love. But I've heard, that's one of the few complaints that I have about that, is they have, like, a very interesting, robust housing system, but that, like, everyone can't access it. Like, by definition, everyone can't access it. I don't know if they changed that. But the system was, like, you couldn't directly buy, like, there's limited real estate. So there's only so many plots for houses. And you couldn't directly sell houses like a normal market, like a normal real estate market, because they didn't want people bidding them up or something like that. But then at the same time, like, if you wanted to sell it, it would like go on this weird like wait list kind of thing. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna go up for those. Oh my god! The fuck is the damage on that thing? Oh, it's that bullshit. Okay. And he's still smiting out one of them. Okay, well, I guess I shouldn't have messed with that. Do I get mercs here? Okay, I think I'm just gonna get Ionians. Okay, well, I guess I disrespected that Gragas. Holy shit. He did like half my health. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played against Gragas for a little bit. It's that alternator. Is that normal? Does he usually get alternator? I thought he usually built tanky. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is with a lot of champs in the league. If you just haven't played against them for a while, then catch you off guard. He builds basically AP. I mean, yeah, he's just one of those champs where it's just like depending on the meta and the patch and stuff, he can build a lot of different things. Yeah, I guess solo queue, people are just going to build damage. So I should have tabbed. I mean, I wasn't gonna zone him. Even if he doesn't kill me there, he's still gonna get the scuttle or whatever. He's still gonna get one of the grubs because he has smite. Shyvana doesn't. I was trying to zone him off of it, but he was already in range. Maybe I should have been like stepping out more to zone him. So maybe I should have tried to meet him at the ramp and just distract him for a little bit. He probably still would have killed me, but maybe he wouldn't get the grubs if that was the case. Alright, I'm coming back over here. Nice, got 6 off of that. Yeah, it's back. It's fine. Yeah, Gragas is pretty good. He's like kind of underplayed. I don't know his win rate. I've been watching a lot of pro games lately, and I don't see him that often in Korea and China. Man, I really wish LCS played more games. I guess they just weren't expecting like 2 teams just to leave. But they really should at least do best of 3s. Like if you have 8 teams, I guess that's fine, but you could just do like they need 2 days, I feel, at least per week to keep people interested. So like Friday and Saturday, just each day 2 best of 3s. I think that would still be fine. You'd have 8 games per week minimum, because I feel like the whole just 1 game, you know, like 1 day just feels a little weird. Blowout. That's right. Hoping Rowan potty trains here within the next few months. That'd be great.
Yes, it is. I mean, I agree with that.
That's a game changer.
Big game changer.
Best of 5 every week. I don't know. Best of 3 I think is reasonable. Every other region, or at least like Korea and China, do that. Now they play every day, though. Like they each have 8 to 16 teams. They have much bigger audiences though, and player bases. So, but still. Shit, that might actually be a bad idea. I dodged him. What? Can't believe they cleared that fast. Oh, here's Cassidy. Watch out. Okay, Cassidy left. Okay, well, they're messing with those wards instead of coming down here. Damn, I really need to get these charges in, but... But another problem is, like, best of 3 forces you to kind of make adjustments. Like, there's a lot more, like, drafting strategy, I feel like, in best of 3s. And, you know, NA's probably not going to do very well internationally, but we're definitely going to get our asses kicked if we never have a best of 3, you know? Like, they're, you know, internationally, they're just going to have way more experience. They're not only going to have more games, they're going to have more experience with that specific format of best of 3. I'll wait till Shyvana comes down here, and then I'll contest that pixel brush. Now, they could be, like, here or here. Could be going middle. Kind of on the clock with Kassadin. Oh my god. Fuck. Really? How much was that execute? I did not think I was in range for that. I guess I should have W'd out. I was trying to watch out for the Kassadin. Did he T? Yeah, he TP'd down. Fucking hell. Okay, well. What, I think, did I run into a Jinx trap? What the fuck binded me? I guess I just wasn't watching and, like, dove into a Jinx trap that I should have flashed. I think that's what happened. We can't, man. Like, I don't know. Shyvana could have gone up there, I guess. They're gonna get a tier 2. I mean, we're gonna get 3rd drag off of that, or we should at least. God, how does that work? Alright. Cass really shouldn't have a lot of wave clear. I really hope Gragas doesn't get here in time. Oh my god. Him. But yeah, I think best of 3 would be good, a good change of pace. Hopefully they'll implement that maybe next split. Like, only having 4 games per week is pretty, like, not great. Storm Surge. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pretty fed now. Caston's still kind of powering up too.
Yeah, he's gonna be online soon.
Yeah, we're pretty much losing our momentum pretty hard. I don't know why the fuck he's going so hard down there. Still worth going Knight's Vow, probably. I feel like I want a little bit more magic resist. Guess I could go Abyssal. Maybe Abyssal's not bad here. Actually. Does that build into Abyssal? Yeah. Jinx is pretty far behind. And it's really like Gragas and then Caston eventually are going to be just popping. I need to get wards around. I mean, we need Baron, but we also need... We need Dragon. Can we kill him? Nice. They shouldn't be able to do... Okay, Gragas is bot side. I'm gonna save my last word. Nice, okay, good. I gotta try to zone this Gragas. I mean, this isn't the most amazing dragon in the world, but... Body blocked him. There we go, nice. Can't jump through me, fat man. Let's do this.
Right, boy.
Give me all that wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Nice. Oh, wait, how do we have Void Mites? Or no, those are Yorick's things, okay. I think we should probably just back it up. Yeah. Yeah, we can maybe take a look at it. I mean, Shyvana's gonna shred it. I've still got ult. I don't have any other wards, but... Oh, they're gonna... I don't know. They know? I mean, they're really far behind on it, though. No. I don't think so. I think it's bad. But it's too slow. I mean, can we stop them from doing it now, though? That's the big problem. They got it too, and Gragas is already over the pit. How did they do it so fast? I guess we did half of it for him. Damn, yeah, it was a pretty big throw. Like, I don't mind going up and looking at it, but if it's warded and we see them on vision like coming, we should have just stopped. Because we're not that far ahead. Like, we do have soul.
Cassidy's about to
Yeah.
ascend here. About to go all
Yeah, Teemo's just kind of worthless though now, which is cool. But, yeah, you might need to get a Maw Malmortius or something defensive. I don't know if Shield Bow... Is Shield Bow just trash, chat? I never see anyone get it, or they, like, remove it. Like a crit item that's defensive.
Like them all.
Or Bloodthirster.
What about the QSS item? That's probably not that great.
No, because it's not CC, that's the problem. It's just burst. Shield Bow's trash. Okay, I think it's just Maul, I think is what I see people actually get occasionally, defensively. It kind of sucks it doesn't have crit, but... Okay, well, we got Jinx. Shyvana's fucking doing golems. Come on, bro. Well, no, she needs rage. Okay, I guess that's fair. Just doesn't have any rage. Okay, good. York's getting Spirit Massage. Best defense, overwhelming offense. I mean, that's true, but you gotta have some answer, I think, to Kassadin, like, just R-ing on you. I don't know. I agree. You don't want to go too far with it, but I think a little bit can go a pretty long way. I mean, honestly, you could maybe just get Hex Drinker and just sit on that and then just build other stuff. Hex Drinker's only like 1,300 or something, I think. Because it's like Gragas and Kassadin just do so much damage. You can't do any damage if you're dead.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of them are going to be in this brush, probably. Oh, they're not. Okay.
Oh.
Hell yeah, let's go. Chemtech Soul, that may have saved me there. Okay, now we'll just get Val, I think.
Oh, they're gonna get Elder.
Teemo's dead too. Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good little escape. Gragas did flash after me.
I'm coming.
I mean, if we can just put pressure on mid, or if they just fuck around with this guy too much. Yeah, just stall. No, 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 no. Just let Lux poke, it's fine. Let's push mid up. Can we? Where's Gragas? Okay, he's dead.
Time to get it started.
I can't stop his execute, which is really annoying. Shields don't do anything. Nah, let's just back it up. They shouldn't be able to leave their base. It should be a free Baron. Just stall him. Oh god. Nice. Alright, can we just end, I guess? Yorick might just end anyways. Okay, yeah, let's just get this. And we're kind of far away. Shyvana's low. Like, Baron's literally right there. I don't know about ulting the Baron as Lux. But, okay. Nah, it's a really short cooldown, but...
Why is it taking so long to get back to the action?
My mouse is gonna time here soon. But I should be good. I've got the plug right over here. I just don't want to plug it in. This feels different.
They ain't ready for what I'm bringing.
Damn it, I can't get the angle. There we go. There.
I feel like my allies aren't recognizing how amazing my cloak is. I mean, serious. Rude.
Nice.
Oh, he messed up there.
He done goofed.
They're scared of the dark.
Got him. 1-1. Good old promo. Alright, well, 2-1, I'll take it. But, alright, man. Well, GG's. We'll keep it rolling next time.
Yeah, see.
Yes, sir. See ya. Yeah, Shiv is popping. She did really well in both games. I mean, Shiv, when she's like in her form, like she farms really well. A lot of junglers now farm really well, so that used to be like her special thing, when she just like kind of out farmed everybody. I remember M5 sort of really revolutionizing the idea of just like hard farming and then like pressuring lanes and stuff. Everyone else is just all about team fights, and they really like popularized the idea of tempo, I think. But anyway, so she used to be super good farmer. She's still that. Other champs can do that too now. But when she transforms, it is a lot of damage. So it's just when she's untransformed, she's kind of, you know, not amazing. But when she transforms, she's great. But anyways, okay. Well, that's got to be it. Thank you very much. I got to get up in the morning and take care of some house stuff. But it's great hanging out with you guys. And I'll see everyone next time. Have a good day. Oh, hold on one second. I see B-Rad said something. What do I think of Melio? Just played 2 Masters games and it felt OP. I think he's really good. I think he's underrated. I think his win rate in solo queue, at least at like Emerald Minus, is not amazing, but he's seeing some pro play. It's all good, man. I can stick around for a second. So yeah, it's like he's one of the lower win rate enchanters, but I think just people just don't utilize him well. And I think at higher win rates you can really do well with him because he can apply so much pressure in the early game with his W and his airy. Like, that's just so hard to trade against. So if you're actually using him aggressively, if the ADC actually is aggressive with you early on, you know, he can be a very high pressure early game, you know, enchanter, kind of like Karma-esque. But then I think he scales better than Karma. Yeah, the range is really good, and then obviously like the AoE, like CC clear, and even just his single target like burst protection is really good because you can stack both shields on somebody and, you know, do your ultimate to them, and you have your W, you know, on them for just that little bit of extra healing. There's just a lot, so it's almost Lulu-esque sort of too, the kind of burst protection he has. So he's got a lot of power in his kit, and then he can also get, you know, enchanter items that help his team out a lot. So you can get stuff like Shirelia's, you can get stuff like, you know, Ardent Censer, can all be pretty good on him. So it's like, yeah, he is an enchanter, but he can help people engage some with the extra movement speed on his shields, and because he can get Shirelia's. So yeah, I personally think he's a better version of Karma in a lot of situations. But, dude, that place is insanely expensive too. Renewal by Anderson. Anything that's like by somebody or has like somebody's name in it is probably going to be really expensive. Because it's like, okay, who the hell is that person? I don't know, but you're like paying for that brand. Like, we tried to price out, we were thinking about getting a new front door, because ours is like functional, but it's like really dated. It just kind of sucks. So we were trying to price out a new front door from them. It was going to be like $20,000 for a freaking door. Like a front door. We're just like, oh my god. And front doors are expensive. We priced out from like just some generic store like a Lowe's or something too. And they were like, you know, something that was reasonable aesthetically that we wanted was still going to be like $10,000. But that place, and we decided not to do it. But, you know, that place was like $20,000 or something. It's like crazy, at least for this area, like pricing on things. Yeah, exactly. He's got the Lulu shield. I think it's a longer cooldown in general, but you can have 2 charges of it. So like Lulu shield's like 8 seconds, but you can't do 2 at the same time. He doesn't. I don't know. His steroid is really good. Like, the attack range is very good. Again, for high-level ADCs that know how to space, that know how to take advantage of that, it is really good. Lulu applies picks on people, which ends up in the mid-game being like an extra 80 on-hit damage if you shield somebody and give them picks. And then she can also give out attack speed on top of that and movement speed with her W. So, I still think Lulu has better steroids if you're just sitting in the back with like Kog'Maw or Jinx that already has pretty long range and you're just trying to like amp them up as much as possible. She probably has the most steroids. But, I think that Melio is way better in lane and just has a bit more utility. Like, he's got some steroids, but he's also got the CC reduction, the movement speed increase on the shield. He's got a pushback if you use that really well. Obviously, that's great for peeling engage champs, Rakan, Alistar, just a lot of stuff that wants to run at you if you kick that little soccer ball well enough. So he's got a lot of tools. I like him. I'm a fan. If I was forced to play Enchanters, he would definitely be near the top of my list of stuff I'd want to play. But anyways, okay, I got to get out of here, but it's great chatting with you guys. Thank you very much, as usual. We'll try to be back here tomorrow around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and other than that, have a great day, and we'll see y'all next time.